it's remote control. I will present you some cases and ask you to participate. After all what Marius told us, it's a bit. We continue. First case is a woman of 64 years. She is treated with corticoids for lupus. She suffers from months of metatarsalgia, quite brutally. There is no treatment circumstances, no aggravation of the pathology. You see her feet. Here you see the X-ray. With treatment, what would you do? Surgical treatment. She has a slight hallux valgus. I will ask you to raise your hands. Non-operative treatment. Yeah. 30%. Surgical treatment. Less. Okay. We've done an non-operative treatment with plantar insoles, with retrocapital support, rehabilitation, stretching of the posterior chain, and after 4 months, we have 95% of relief. We say that because you've seen a lot of techniques for metatarsalgia, and you don't have to forget that non-operative treatment can be very interesting in these cases. And what we suggest is when you have in the first examination, a shortness of the posterior chain and metatarsalgia, you have to remind that there is physical rehabilitation, and after a while, 4 or 6 months, you can see your patient and do a second examination and an evaluation, and after that, you can see if it is a failure of the physical rehabilitation. You can go for osteotomies, DDMMOs, and release of the gastrocnemius. If you are between 40 and 80%, you can propose an osteotomy with gastrocnemius release, but lowering the first metatarsal, the head of the first metatarsal, and if you have 80% or healing, you can do an isolated lowering of M1. We go for the second case, and I want you to participate and to help me. The second case is a woman, 54 years. She had a bilateral scarf and an aching arthritis. You see, 1 year later, she had another scarf, another aching, and DMMOs for 2, 3, 4. And when she came to see us, she had recurrent hallux valgus and metatarsalgia of the second head. What would you do? More imaging? Would you ask for more X-ray, podometry, CT scan, weight-bearing CT scan, MRI? Ask you. Raise your hands. More X-rays. Okay. Podometry. Okay. CT scan. You're sleeping. The couscous was very good. Weight-bearing scan. Okay. An MRI. Well, there are a lot of options. Everybody have 10% for each one. We do a lateral X-ray, and you see that there is a slight flat foot, and you see there is a valgus of the rear foot. You see these images, and they will ask you, what would you do? Which treatment? Non-operative treatment? I don't think so. A first metatarsal osteotomy or an anti-arthrodesis? An osteotomy of the first metatarsal. Raise your hands. Who would do that? An MTP arthrodesis. Okay. And a velostomy for the metatarsalia, or a percutaneous osteotomy for metatarsalia. Okay. And a calcaneal osteotomy. Nobody calcaneal osteotomy? 4, 5? Okay.
Forgot one. Forgot one.
Sorry?
You forgot one.
Lapidus procedure. Okay. It's like MTP for arthrodesis. Can do. Okay. You're right. No more options? Okay. What has been done? First, calcaneal varization osteotomy. And then, 4 weeks after, 4-foot revision. What would you do? In the second, what has been done is chevron arthrolysis, an equine percutaneous screwed without removing the material, and an isolated découlement of the second metatarsal. What do you think? Yes? Can you go to the microphone? Because like that we will have the translation, please.
You could correct everything by the lapidus arthrodesis. You can lower the metatarsus down, so you will create a better arch, and the calcaneus will go inside. And then you need just to do an echo. You can correct everything with the lapidus. You can see the instability at the area of the TMT1. So I would do a lapidus, not what you suggested.
And the valgus osteotomy for the calcaneus, you don't do anything?
When you are lowering the head of the first metatarsus by the lapidus, you can lower it quite low. So you will eliminate the pressure on the metal tool, and you will create an arch, and it will protect the valgus from the calcaneus. You see, everything will be corrected by that way.
Thank you, it's an option. Another option? Yes?
Personally, I would have done the same thing, the lapidus and the distal with associated to distal metatarsal osteotomy. We can arrange because you have the metatarsal varies between the fifth and the first metatarsal. Yes. So we correct this angle, and then we can recover the DMMA. So we can, with the distal metatarsal osteotomy, we can correct the hallux valgus, and we can even gain, increase the length of the metatarsal.
Okay, thank you. But this is the third revision. The third. Okay.
Okay.
That's the result. Wait. Sorry.
Just briefly, I would say if it was my foot and I was at this stage, I would be exasperated to have a calcaneal osteotomy as another operation and then yet another operation after that. So if it was my foot, I agree a lapidus, but probably with DMMOs, because in my hands the lapidus shortens a little bit. I think as important it is to look at the hind foot, I think rarely, very rarely, I can remember 1 or 2 cases that I felt I need to do a calcaneal osteotomy at the same time. I think it's always a very useful thing to say, if that was my foot, would I have what I'm suggesting?
Okay, thank you. Because the case was going well after 7 months and 6 months. We go for the third case. The third case is a woman, 51 years, store manager. She wears soles, but they were not really effective. The main thing, when she had a work stop of 50 days, she improved. I think a lot of people improve with stop of work. Her feet, the X-rays, and she has a bilateral hallux valgus with syndrome of the second hand at the right foot. She did stretching posterior chain. She had an ultrasound, and we said we will see her in a few weeks. What do you think about her? No ideas? Continue. She was very improved at the right side, but the left side and the right side she had an ultrasound with rupture of the plate, but she didn't have mortem. For this case, which treatment? Non-operative treatment, we tried it, didn't work. First metatarsalostomy, or lapidus, or MTP arthrodesis. After that, percutaneous osteotomy of the head of metatarsal or vein. I don't have a lot of time, I will continue. Any idea what has been done? A PERC at right, percutaneous chevron, and an aching, fixed aching, and an osteotomy, a DICMO of 2 or 3 in the right foot. At left, a PERC, an aching, fixed aching, and how it goes. After 4 months, right, nothing to report. At the left, she had pain at the second head. 6 months later, perfect at right. Bursitis on M2, and we do an MRI. She has a mortem. We tried non-operative treatment, it doesn't work. What do you do? I propose you neurectomy alone, neurectomy or osteotomies, neurolysis, or neurolysis and percutaneous metatarsalostomies. What do you choose? For neurectomy, nobody. Neurectomy with metatarsalostomies. 1. Neurolysis. 1. Neurolysis with percutaneous osteotomies. More. It has been done, and 12 months later, there was a radical disperse. She was going very well. And I think the last case, I think it is interesting, a 68-year-old woman. She's known with a lupus, a syndrome SAPHO, hypothyroidism. 18 months earlier, she had a chevron fixed by resolvable material and a well not fixed. 1 year after, she had a recurrence of the second toe deformation, and she had an arthrosis, an IPP arthrodesis with an implant. Since she has pain of the dorsal side of the neck of the first, second, and third metatarsal, and an edema. I don't know what you think about. I will show you the X-ray. She's like that. You can see the first, second, third, fourth osteotomy didn't heal. What could you do? Any idea? Diagnosis, I think you can say it's pseudarthrosis. Would you ask for something else? Sorry?
It's vitamin D.
We've done CT scan, and we are sure we have absurdatosis. What did you do? You have this patient, absurdatosis of the first, second, third. What is your idea?
Check her vitamin D.
Sorry?
Check her vitamin D. She's not united at any of them.
No.
No. Biological problem. Either there's a mechanical or a biological problem, or both. So biology has to come into this, doesn't it?
What would you
Maybe
do,
it's just
David?
in the UK, you see, we don't get much sun, so I have to think about vitamin D a lot. I'd be worried about doing anything until I knew why they haven't healed. Why haven't they healed? I'm asking you.
What?
Why have the bones not healed?
But they are not healed. Now you have to do something surgically. You can't let it like that.
I'm not doing any more surgery until I know her biology.
Okay.
So check her vitamin D. It's easy. Check
La
it.
vitamine D.
Yeah, but after 18 months.
Yes, check her vitamin D. There's a biological problem, and I'm not taking another knife to the patient until I know I'm not going to make her worse.
Oui, Maëlle. Et je termine. Là derrière.
I help you because she's my patient.
Yes, je suis patient.
So the biology was strictly normal.
Thank you.
So if it was David Redfern's foot, I would first reduce in good position because it's in extension, put a graft and put an osteosynthesis. And I would check also why. Maybe the biology is known, but I don't know if she receives any kind of drugs, any kind of smoking, and anti-TNF drug for his disease, I don't know. But graft and osteosynthesis.
Veronique can give you the solution.
She's not alcoholic, and I agree with you. I suppose affliction, but I did some biopsy during surgery, and everything was normal.
And here what she did. She put the head in good position. She fixed the first ray, and she fixed the four lateral rays like deboned shoulders, and they are fixed proximally and distally. And after that, you see the patient healed, and we had a consolidation. Thank you.